you're gonna continue to be like this every day. You wake up, like you said, it's like make the coffee, make the pancakes, kiss the girl, kiss the kids. You wake up, right to work. Nothing is easy. Nothing just like, oh, I wake up and I just do this, I do that. It just, I watch people every day go through life. It's so easy for me to be where I'm at today. It takes every bit of me. So when I speak about it, and as I get going here, you'll start seeing me. The temple will rise. The passion will come out because I'm back there. I'm doing what I do every day to become a human being. And so nothing is easy. Like running is running. It sucks. But you have a choice to make. Do you want to sit down and go back to that guy you once were? No. So this is what it takes. It takes that misunderstanding of people, and you'll never get it because they will never get God. So that is what it takes for you to do that. It may take you something different. So for me, everything has to be in the study. Everything has to be in this. Everything has to be everywhere I am. It has to be there. Me, focus, right? Self-discipline is everything. If you don't have it, I'll look at you, right? Because I know you're capable of more. It's not discipline so much for me. It's all on you. It's all on you. The self part is what's big. We need somebody hold people accountable. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. We count on people too much to get us through shit. And we look to it like, no, don't look at it like I didn't care about losing weight. I didn't care about being the fastest person. I wasn't making the Olympics. I wasn't going to pros. I could barely read and write when I was in a junior in high school. I wasn't going anywhere. I saw working out as a way for me to build calluses on my mind. I had a callous over the victim's mentality. So I watch these movies. I talked about Rocky last time I was on here.
Things physically to mental toughness to being this is the discipline that you need in order to get your life out of the situation you're in.
So I never read anything. I could barely read, so right. I wasn't reading back then. I watched a lot of movies, and I was really big into visualization. And I always equated working out to struggle. And I struggled my whole life, but I ran from it. So I started realizing, man, I got to start facing the struggle, and I got to be mentally strong for the struggle. So that's why I started coming up like I'm training for life. Mentally, I'm training for life. I'm not training for like to live 400 pounds. And I found out on my own pretty much is that through discipline, through self-discipline, through repetition, through tons of repetition of the same thing that you don't want to do. That's the key thing. Through repetition of things you don't want to do, you develop.
Instead, avoid all the hassle. No more inaccurate rates and unclear policy comparisons. Say goodbye to aggressive spam follow-ups. Download and try Jared today.
Great tasting Vibations cannabis and electrolyte drink mix gives you advanced hydration. Electrolytes. You get the energy and focus vibe you're looking for. Vibations, advanced hydration for your best day. Available for free. Click the Learn More button below to find Vibations at a dispensary near you.
Get ready for things.
So I have this my whole life. I mean, I don't know if people believe in God or what. I don't care what you believe in. There's been this unrelenting voice in my head. We all have this voice. It's the right or wrong voice. And a lot of times that voice guides us into comfort. And my voice guided me to comfort a lot. But I had this other voice I heard my whole life saying, hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? No, man, we got to go over here. We got to go over here to that rock pile. Over the fucking
physique is ugly, and you start getting big, you just get up here.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's true. Yeah.
You gotta be beautiful to start with,
Yeah. Yeah. So do you still follow the sport?
A little bit, not as much. I'm a little unhappy with Sean Ray and Melvin Anthony for not enlightening me to. I live here in California. There's a show near. Let me know. I like playing football, right? And what football players don't understand is, I went to my son's practice and I'm looking at the water, they're depleted. I can see it because I'm a bodybuilder. And so I said, I need to take them backstage and let them see 100 guys or 50 guys that's depleted on purpose.
Right.
Once you see that look, you don't forget it. Now, and then when they're playing, they can look in the mirror and assess themselves immediately because once you get depleted, next thing is injury. You're injury prone. So you gotta make sure it's very, very serious. Don't get playing football. It's not a good thing.
Training, he talks about intensity. He says, when you grab that barbell, you do the barbell pulls, you do it as much as you can, and then as long as you can hold the bar, you have to attempt another one. It doesn't matter, even if it doesn't move. If you're holding the barbell, try another one. That's his training.
I train Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I did legs and back. Minimum 20 to 30 sets each muscle group. Right? Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, chest, shoulders, and arms. 20 to 30 sets.
Back in one workout.
Yes.
30 sets each. So I go with John Brown in Florida. We had some photo shoot for the German company, Uncle Sam. Yeah, for 2 weeks. So I said, okay, let's go train. So you go to the some gym. You regretted that, didn't you? Hey, by the way, I didn't get paid for this 2 weeks. You know,
You didn't?
No, I never got the pay. You know, it's supposed to be 20 grand, and I didn't get it. And then it was international law, and I never collected. It doesn't matter.